Today, we are discussing about cell join and full join. First one is cell join. A cell join means joining a table to itself to compare its rows. It's like making a copy of the table to match rows with each other. This is useful for comparing rows within the same table or finding relationships between rows in the same dataset. Syntax of cell join. Select even dot column name comma e2 dot column name from table name of E1 join table name of E2 on even dot common column equals to E2 dot common column. Here E1 and E2 are the instances of empty table. Here, example of cell join. We are taken employees table. Employees table contains employee ID, name, and manager ID. Alice is the top level manager. It has no manager. Bob reports to Alice of manager ID 1. Charlie reports to Alice, manager ID of 1. Diana reports to Bob, manager ID of 2, who in turn reports to Alice. Here, query of the cell join. Select E1 dot name as employee name, E2 dot name as manager name. From employees E1, join employees E2 on E1 dot manager ID equals to E2 dot employee ID. Select E1 dot name as employee name, E2 dot name as manager name retrieves the names of employees and their corresponding managers, renaming them as employee name and manager name. From employees, E1 uses the employee table and assigns it the alias E1 to refer to individual employees. Join employees E2 joins the same employee table again with the alias E2 to represent the managers. On even dot manager ID equals to E2 dot employee ID links the row aliases by matching the manager ID of E1 with the same employee ID of E2, establishing the relationship between an employee and their manager. Here is the result of employee self join employee name, manager name. Employee column displays the name of the employee and manager columns displays the name of the manager. Second one is full join. A full join shows all rows from both tables. If there is no match, missing values with null. It returns all records from both tables involved in the join with matching records from both sides when available. If there is no match, the result set will include null values for the columns of the table that does not have a matching record. Here is the diagram of full join, table 1 and table 2. Syntax of full join. Select column 1, comma, column 2. From table 1, full join of table 2 on table 1 dot column name equals to table 2 dot column name. Here, table 1 and table 2, the two tables being joined. Full join specifies that the join should include all rows from both table 1 and table 2. Here is the example of full join. We have taken employees table and departments table. Employees table contains employee ID and name. Departments table contains department ID and employee ID. Query of full join. Find all employees and the departments. Select E dot employee ID, comma, dot name, comma, D dot department ID from employees of E. Full join departments of D on E dot employee ID equals to D dot employee ID. E dot employee ID. The employee ID column from the employee table. E dot name, the name column from the employees table, and D dot department ID, department ID column from the departments table. And from employees of E specifies the main table you are using in the query. Employees is the name of the table. E is an alias for the employee table, which makes it easier to reference in the rest of the query. Full join departments of D specifies that you want to join the departments table to the employees table using as a full join. Department is the second table being joined. D is an alias for the departments table, allowing you to refer to it more easily in the query. On E dot employee ID equals to D dot employee ID. This line matches rows in the employees table with rows in the departments table, where the employee ID in the employees table matches the employee ID in the departments table. Here is the result of full join. Employee ID, name, and department ID. This is the result table after performing full join on employee and departments table having employee ID, comma name, comma department ID as columns. Thank you.